Yeah, so the scriptures on how America is going to be forgotten right here. We got to go back to, I'm going to just get the point, stick to the point. Because going back to Deuteronomy 25, verse 19, the Lord said, He shall blot out the name of Amalek from under heaven. So anybody who's with Amalek right now, and we know it, the prophecy in Numbers 24, Amalek shall be the first of the nations. That means at some point Amalek is going to be above all the other nations, including the nation of Israel. He's going to be above the other nations. Amalek shall be the first of the nations. Do the math. Who's on the top right now? It's not the Edomites. The Edomites had their chance when they were the Romans, and then the Greeks. No other time in history was Amalek over all the other nations. But that one specifically himself, Amalek himself, not Esau. Esau, because you can argue, well, Edom is Amalek, but no, that was literal. And if you do the math, it's obviously the elites, the wicked elites today. So this is that prophecy is already being fulfilled right now. It's still currently happening. Amalek, the first nations, but his latter end that shall be that he shall perish. So Amalek is going to be forgotten. It says in Deuteronomy 25 and 19 again, you shall blot out the name of Amalek from under heaven. Do not forget. But then it goes back to Saul, 2 Samuel. Saul didn't fin- 1 Samuel, I think it's 17. Saul didn't finish killing all of the Amalekites. Which that one was a prelude to what's the future. This is Isaiah 24 and 21 to 22. Listen to this one. At that time, the Lord will punish the powerful beings in the skies above. That means the kings ruling. Those are powerful beings in the skies above. He will punish the kings who rule on the earth below. He will bring them together like prisoners, and this is an easy translation, so just take it with a grain of salt. We usually, that's why we usually use the KJV. It says 22. He will bring them together like prisoners in a deep hole. They will be their That will be their prison. Yeah, that deep hole is going to be these other nations and their captivity to come soon. That will be their prison. They will be there for a time, and then he will come to punish them. Yeah, and then when he comes to punish them, that's going into how they're going to be extinct after 1,000 years. And this is Isaiah 25 and verse 5. And like strong heats in the desert, the Lord stopped the proud noise of foreign people. Like that's Amalek right there. Like the shadow of a cloud that stops the heat of the sun. You stopped our crew enemies' songs. This is what Yahweh Bashem Shah is going to do. Stop our crew enemies' songs, bro. Yeah, listen to this one. You stopped them as they boasted of their strength. Colin, right now they're in their strength. And nobody wants to see the Israelites on top. Nobody wants to see the Israelites back on top to rule, man. And that's gonna be judged. Right there, that's gonna be judged. The only ones that are caring about that and the condition of our nation right now is the elect. The ones of the nation that have the proper spirit in them, got the proper mindset about themselves. They're not thinking about what can they gain from this life. They ain't in the spirit of, oh, I'm gonna lose shit on this life. They're not 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot out just in case shit does end up leaving, and I gotta have the mindset to be ready to leave this shit. 1 foot out just so I can keep being buddy with Esau, and not put myself out there as a targeted individual out there. That's being weak. Ultimately the elect are the top targeted individuals. They're the top chosen people. That's what I believe wholeheartedly. Okay, because you have a lot of Jakes that may say they're the chosen. They really don't know. They don't got the name though. They don't even know what the true name is. Are you gonna be out here saying you're the chosen? And even us, we're the ones who have the name are actually the ones chosen, but we're not even saying we're chosen. We're saying Lord willing. We're of the elect, we're Lord willing, we're of the chosen. That's proud and that's miserable. They don't have the truth, the breath. But yeah, this is what the Lord's gonna do. Oh, Isaiah 25, 5 on down. He stopped our crew enemies' songs. That's where our enemies are singing their songs, meaning they're rejoicing in their kingdom while we're on the bottom. He stopped them as they boasted of their strength. Yeah, the Lord's gonna stop their boasting, their pride, their strength. 11. Moab's people will try to escape from the punishment. Moab is the Chinese today. They're another. They consist of one of the seven, one of the I think it's 17 or 16 of the other nations of the heathen. I think it's a total of 18 nations, if I'm not mistaken. Moab's people will try to escape from the punishment. They will push with their hands as they try to swim out, but the Lord will make their proud strength useless, whatever they do to escape. The Lord's going to shut down the pride. He will knock down the high walls of Moab city. He will completely destroy their strong place. It will fall. It will all fall down into the dust of the ground. Isaiah 26 now, verse 3. Lord, you keep those people safe who continue to trust in you, God. I'm going to jump to the point, verse 5. He brings down low the proud people. Yeah, those that ain't walking in that wisdom, once again, who live in high places. Yeah, those breaking the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh. He destroys their cities. That's why he's going to destroy their cities. Sodom and Gomorrah was an example of that. The Lord destroyed that city because they were proud and they didn't want to take rebuke and the instruction of Yahweh Shemashai, the precious instruction of Yahweh Shemashai, beautiful instruction of the Lord, rebuke. And they continued in their wicked ways. Wicked ways. Once again, we're an example too. The Lord destroyed Judah. The Lord destroyed Northern Kingdom, Israel, because we were proud and they don't listen to Yahweh Shemashai. The Lord destroyed us. History repeating itself once again. So the Lord has proven time and time again that he will and he can destroy some shit. He will. He has destroyed this world, and he's always destroyed kingdoms and set up another one. That's always how it's been since the time began, since life began on earth. One kingdom stands up, puffs its chest out, and then gets old and weak like an old man, and dies. And the next younger kingdom comes. It's more strong. You see. So once again, that's the point. That's the point. We got to repent. Because the Lord's gonna save his elect, whoever they are. Verse 4, Isaiah 26 and 4. Trust in the Lord now and forever. The Lord Almighty will always be our strong rock. Yeah, the Lord's gonna save his elect. Esau might try to want to kill the elect. He might want to try to send gangs or groups with certain operations, certain power, money on you to try to take you, kidnap you, shoot you, stab you, kill you. And this shit never works. This shit hasn't worked. And why hasn't it worked? There's cases of this time and time again. Why hasn't it worked? Why hasn't it worked, bro? Because you can do that to a regular motherfucker out here that's calling on Jesus, is a strong Jesus believer, soldier. But can't do that to somebody that's sincerely seeking you, not no regular motherfucker Esau who you know ain't of Yahweh Shai. Do that to a motherfucker who is claiming to actually be with Yahweh Shai, nigga. Does that shit work? Is it working? Does it work? Did it work? Buddy, add the pieces together, do the math. Isaiah 26, and that's nothing new. Shouldn't be a surprise to you, bro. Yahweh Shai, the Savior, they tried to kill him. It says they couldn't kill him before his time. It wasn't his time. And there's some of the elect. There's some people in this earth right now. Are the elect that ain't gonna die. Ezra, he's back here today. Job, he's one of them. He's back here today. And many other of the elect, that even John the Revelator is back here today. These three individuals, we know for fact, they're here to see the Jacob's trouble, and they ain't gonna die before they see Jacob's trouble. Job ain't gonna die before he sees Yahweh Shai coming back, get lifted up. Isaiah 26:5, he brings down low the proud people who live in high places. He destroys their cities. He knocks down their cities so that they fall to the ground and become dust. 6, the poor people, that's the elected, the poor people and the helpless people, that's the elect, will walk all over it. Yeah, we're going to boast, but that means we're going to walk all over and rejoice, sip wine on the downfall of our enemies when it happens, when it comes. That's what we're going to do. That's what the elect is going to do. Get over your pride. This is bigger than your pride. Buddy, this is bigger than your pride. This is the Lord's plan. You see, this is what the Lord wants himself. The Lord himself wants. Who made your ass, who made this place, everything on earth. So get over your pride. Jumping down to verse 7. Listen to this one. Yes, Lord, as we follow the path of your justice, we wait for you to help us. We really want people to know that you are great. That's what the elect wants. We want you people to know that Yahweh is great, that he is the power. Not Satan, not your fucking Baphomet. Not your other idols, not all your demons and witches you praise. That you Jake's praise. Your Jake Hoes. That little nigga there, man. Fuck them. We don't want people to praise idols. We want the people to praise and know who Yahweh is. It says again, I'm going to read that there again. Isaiah 26, verse 8. Isaiah 26, verse 8. Yes, Lord, as we follow the path of your justice. What's the Lord's justice? Keeping the laws. Having that wisdom. This is what being wise is. We wait for you to help us. We got to wait for the Lord to help us. That's being wisdom too. When you have wisdom, you also gotta suffer. In this case, we're suffering. We're waiting. We're suffering. We're suffering. We're taking the low. We want the Lord to see us suffer. Because to be of the elect, we're gonna have to suffer. We really want people to know that you are great. We want them to praise your name. 8. Yes, Lord, as we follow the path of your justice, we wait for you to help us. We really want people to know that you are great. We want them to praise your name. We want everyone in this earth one day to praise your name, Yahweh Bashem Messiah. No one's gonna commit adultery. No one's gonna worship idols anymore. And every week the Spirit always hops on me to balance it out. Remind me that all this rejoicing and pride and freedom and walking about freely in this peace that these wicked people have, it's all temporal. That's all temporal. Little do these fuckers know that one day they're going to be praising the name Yahweh Messiah in righteousness, serving the Lord in righteousness, in the right spirit, in the right mind state, in the right mind. They're not going to worship their stupid idols. All their little gang tactics and stalker tactics, harassment tactics are going to go away. It's going to flee away. It's not forever. It's going to flee away. And it's going to be gone, finito, zip, zero, nada, bro. That's what's going to happen. Keep that in mind. And if you're not a Jake, an Israelite, even worse for you. Anyway, continuing on in Isaiah 26, once again, it's Isaiah 26:9. During the night I think about you a lot, and right now it is the night. Right now it is the night. So where you being wise by thinking about the Lord, meditating on the scriptures day in and day out. I think about you a lot. When morning arrives, I want to be near to you in my spirit. When morning arrives, I want to be near to you in my spirit. That morning represents the Holy Spirit. And we want to be more near unto the Lord within us. So it's about watching the videos, fasting if you ain't been fasting enough as you ought to, because that also lacks you from tapping on a higher frequency with the spirit. You're starving the flesh, feeding the spirit. Read more of your scriptures, sending more of your prayers. Making sure you got your fringes. Making sure you got your fringes right. Inside joke to the brothers that know. Making sure you got your fringes, man. You know, the fringes. Making sure you're wearing your fringes, man. In the spirit. You got camps out there that talk about you gotta wear your literal fringes all the time. This is verse 10. During the night I think about you a lot. When morning arrives, I want to be near to you in my spirit. And when you come to judge people on the earth, then people will understand your justice. People are going to understand who Yahweh Bashar is. It says, when you come to judge the people on the earth, that's going to be through the missiles, through Jacob's trouble, the famines, the starvations. It's going to be hitting here. Kids being killed, their loved ones buried, most dear loved ones near their hearts being killed in front of their eyes. That's in Isaiah 13. I can pull that up. In the easy translation, it literally says it. Or I think it's the GNT. It literally says that their children shall be killed before their eyes, and their women shall be raped. Their houses spoiled, burned. That's what the Chinese military, African military, Ishmaelite military, the Arabs, Islamic nations across the seas here in America is going to come do. And we already heard of, reported on it through various sources, videos, clips, evidence of them already being over here. Oh, you ain't heard? The brother snitched because he went back to the birds, man. That's what the scriptures say. And that's what the news is right there. Oh, you ain't heard? Brother snitched, so they switched and you went back to the birds. This is Isaiah 26. Verse 9, during the night I think about you a lot. When morning arrives, I want to be near to you in my spirit. When you come to judge people on earth, then people will understand your justice. And that's when they're going to understand the Lord's justice. Because right now, Jake ain't going to listen. Jake ain't going to listen. It's like that rebellious ass kid that your mom used to babysit a lot. That you ain't really like, but you had to deal with because your mom had to make money off babysitting his ass. Who never fucking listened. But there was always a time, and there was always that one time, that one moment when some real bad shit really happened. His ass had to get sick or some shit really had to happen to humble his ass. And that's the type of sickness that the Lord is going to bring on the rebellious children in Israel. He's going to have to force their ass to sit down and listen. Humble down. And it's not going to be it's not just going to be some whip, some spanking with the leather belt. This is going to be torturous pains. This is going to be that kidnapping. That kidnapping. This is going to be the Lord giving them up, letting them run out free, out the house free at night to end up getting kidnapped by the killer clowns or some shit like that. You know, if you remember back in 2016, that killer clown incidents reports that happened. Those were apparitions. I'm under the I'm under the belief that convinced those were apparitions, man. The Lord's gonna bring those back. Verse Isaiah 26, verse 11, 10. Or 9 again. I want to be near to you in my spirit when you come to judge people on the earth. Then people will understand your justice. 10. If you are kind to wicked people, they will never learn to do what is right. They will continue to do wrong things even in the land. Or I'm gonna jump to the point. I'm gonna jump to 14. Those other lords, going back to the point how Esau, Amalek is gonna be forgotten. Isaiah 25 and 19. You shall blot out the name of Amalek from under heaven. Do not forget. Isaiah 24, 21 to 22. At that time, the Lord will punish the powerful beings in the skies above. He will punish the kings who rule on the earth below. He will bring them together like prisoners in a deep hole that will be their prison. They will be there for a time, and then he will come to punish them. Isaiah 25 and 11. Moab's people will try to escape. Moab represents the heathens. All the heathens as well. They will push with their hands as they try to swim out, but the Lord will make their proud strength useless. That's what he's going to do with Amalek as well, make his proud strength useless. His proud strength is the CIA, the FBI, all these other corporations, businesses, other scandals that they organize, scandalous or organizations that you have, from your lesser heard ones to your public monitoring ones to all that shit. He's gonna bring down all their proud strength because all those are funded by Amalek. They go back to Jesuit origins. He will knock down the high walls of Moab City. That's their high walls that the Lord is gonna knock down by destroying America. He will completely destroy their strong place. It will all fall down into the dust on the ground. Isaiah 26 and 5. He brings down low the proud people who live in high places. And Amalek right now is in his high place. All his infrastructure, those systems, once again that I just mentioned, with all those, that's Amalek's high walls. That's how Amalek makes sure that he stays in his power. The Lord's gonna bring it down. That's Amalek's pride. He destroys their cities. He knocks down their cities so that they fall to the ground and become dust. Yeah, because this is our enemies. Right? Scriptures say, "Don't never trust our enemy. Never forget your enemy, who your enemy is." So if you're content, if you're at rest here, you're not wise. You don't know your enemy. You don't know who your enemy is. 2/3 of our people are not wise. They don't know who our enemy is. They don't know who their enemy is. Because Esau might be cool with you right now, but eventually, man, Amalek, Esau ain't no. They ain't no. They ain't no. What's it called? Trusted people. They ain't no trustworthy people. They're gonna take a whole bunch of people down with them. This destruction that's coming. Just keep that in mind. 6. The poor people and the helpless people will walk all over it. The poor people and the helpless people, right there, those are the elect who are Israelites, bloodline descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That not no such thing as a spiritual Israelite. That's all shit of the world. That's what Esau under the Western world taught your ass. And there's people who think they're deep, but don't understand that you can't go as deeper than the Lord. And a part of being deep, like with the Lord, is knowing your enemy. Being racist, you got to be racist. Yeah, essentially, we are racists. The Hebrew Israelite movement, we are a racist movement. The only difference is we say it out loud in front of y'all faces, but Esau hides it. Esau hides it. Esau is one that say it with his mouth, but he shows it. He shows it very slyly, if I may as well. He shows it very slyly. Though, so he essentially hides it like a coward. But we pull it up to your face, up front in your face, man. Yeah, we're racist. Yeah, we want our enemies, Esau below us. Yeah, Amalek below us. Fake Jews below us. Yeah. Isaiah 26, verse 14. Those that are lords are dead. That's what's going to happen to Esau. The Lord shall blot out Amalek's name from under heaven forever. Yeah, we shall blot out the name of Amalek forever. This fits right in line with Isaiah 26, 14. Those that are lords are dead. They will not live again. Their spirits will not rise up again. You punish them and you destroy them. Nobody remembers them anymore. So yes, that's to all y'all two-thirds as well that's living it up under this devil system. All you other lower level jakes that ain't really famous, that got some type of goods, made you some of that yourself with in the wicked ways, dishonest ways, with the way this system runs, especially if you don't know what's coming. And you're hoping for this bitch to still keep running because you got hopes and dreams for yourself. You're better off hating your life with that money and already expecting the end to come. Let me tell you, because this is what's gonna come. That's what's gonna come. Because me, I hate. There's nothing more I hate than a motherfucker that doesn't know what's coming, but smiling and looking all like he's all good right now while I'm catching my hell. But this is what's coming. This is what's coming. This is what's coming. Meditate on it, study it, synchronize with it, that man. Synchronize with that reality, man. And that's wisdom. That's wisdom right there. Going back to Proverbs 24, 23. If anyone has ideas to do evil things, so going back to Amalek, man, Amalek means he is not wise. Once again, going back to the account in Deuteronomy 25, 17. Remember that what the Amalekites did to you along the way, and this is the Lord speaking to Moses, and the Israelites did to you along the way when you came out of Egypt. Egypt's synonymous with bondage. When you were weary and worn out, they met you on your journey and attacked you. All who were lagging behind, they had no fear of Yahweh. Once again, the fear of Yahweh was the beginning of wisdom. Amalek didn't have any of that. And you Edomites too, you Amalekites as well, who are back today, who were there back then, who oppressed us, you didn't have to show any fear of to Yahweh. So you will get judged for that. Those heathens that partook in the destroying of our nation, you had no fear of that. And don't tell me, oh, that was years back. They are guilty of that still till this day. You can still point out the symptoms of all their atrocities and inhumane acts and actions that they've done to our people today. Still in effect today. Symptoms of that, those atrocities still in effect upon our people today. Mental, psychological influences they brought upon our people. Today, from your entertainment to TV, to what TV says, what the program tells them, tell lies, visions to them, spells upon them, channels unto them, and their minds, their spirits, their frequencies today. Their lies. You tell a lie that's big enough, and you tell a lie that lie frequent enough, people shall believe it eventually. Even though our people are love it, and even when they hear the truth, they still wouldn't want to change. It is still wicked. It is still wicked because you can force them to change. You can tell them the truth to make them change. You can tell them you'll kill their ass if they don't change. That's why you had laws on killing somebody if they made particular crimes, like adultery, like killing your brother. That would make him change, but he still doesn't do that, so he's guilty. He is guilty. He's guilty instead of pumping up and putting on these shows of wicked ass songs and showing out all these this whoredom out here that Esau pays. These Jews pay in the music industry. They pay to pump out to our people, to influence our young women, influence our young men. They pump out these beasts, uh, shamans, warlocks, male witches, gangsters upon our young men. Instead of showing that, Esau has the power to stop that, not put that, and instead put out us, the prophets, that are true judges, to teach them and lead them towards the right path. Esau has the power and money to do that. Why doesn't he do that? So either you're incompetent or you're in on it. Either way, you gotta fucking go, bro. You are guilty and you will get judged for that. The Lord is gonna fuck you up for that. Esau, Amalek, top elites. So that's also not an excuse. I just proved it. I just explained it right there. How that's not an excuse. Even if they don't like it, well, guess what? You will have to kill them. You would have to kill them if they would refuse to change, and you put out laws to have to force them to change. So you don't have any excuse. That's like you being sick, and here you go. You got a medicine that you still haven't tried that can possibly cure your sickness, and you ain't deciding to take that medicine. Either you just want to keep staying sick, or you want to eventually die. You ain't got you can't have an excuse to say, I didn't want to die. I didn't have any other medicine to take. I didn't know of any other medicine that you would be lying now. Now you just committed 2 crimes. You led yourself to die, and you just lied. So either you wanted it that way, or you just pure stupid and retarded. Either way, you gotta go. You gotta go. That's what history has taught us. That's what life and the laws of nature has taught us. If you're sick, you die. If you want to be healed, you choose the path of healing, you'll live. There is no in between. And this is like this right here in the condition of our people. You're telling me it's an in between. It's not no fucking in between. It's either something bigger and powerful out there that is a man that's making our people sick and choosing the ways to death. Or he's just stupid, incompetent, and just can't rule. There's no fucking in between at this point, bro. There's no in between. It's not no in between, and you can't tell me it's in between. There ain't no speaking peacefully with Esau. He just has to be taken down violently. That's what Yahushua is going to come to do. That's why scriptures say it. That's what the scripture says it's going to have to happen in Revelation 17 and 16. That sounds very violent to me. That doesn't sound like no peaceful talks. Yahushua ain't going to come to have talks with you devils, man. This is Proverbs 16 and 29. A violent person entices their neighbor and leads them down a path that is not good. And that's what Amalek has done. Because he ain't wise once again. He had no fear of the Lord when he came to and attacked us, when he funded all these programs and did all this shit to biologically commit warfare on our nation. It was all to target our nation as well. Don't give me that bullshit of where it's Edomites too and white people too. And listen, we know there's white people that look like white Edomites, but they're Israelites. But you can argue, oh, well, there's Edomites that are in this position. No, no. Well, then, if that is the case, well, fuck them, man. Fuck them, fuck them. And really, to be honest, I haven't seen one Edomite that's doing worse than the Jake. Jake, I've seen homeless Edomites doing well, way more better, way more well off than Jay-Z, Michael Jordan. You're Michael Jordans, bro. Cause nigga, Michael Jordan had to sacrifice his father to make that money. And there's a video of him crying all the way in the back after winning the NBA championship because he knew because he knew he had sacrificed what he did to win that championship. That's why the cameraman caught it, was able to catch it to the spirit to show you he had to sacrifice. He was crying because he had to sacrifice his father to win that championship to be who he is today. You don't think you don't think that affects him today? And then he still has to deal with the racism that and the curses our people come with. A poor Edomite doesn't have to do that. He knows his people is blessed, and now they still have our people defeated and destroyed to the point where most of them still love the cracker, They love cracker, man. They love the devil, and they'll give him money. They'll give him $50 before they help their own people. Anyway, that's Proverbs 16 and 29. A violent person entices their neighbor and leads them down a path that is not good. And that's what Amalek has done. For our people, whoever winks with their eye is plotting perversity. That's Amalek, that's what he does. Whoever pursues their lips is bent on evil. Whoever purses their lips is bent on evil. And that's what Amalek does. That's what Amalek has made. Hey, as the people is, so is as the ruler of the city is, so is the people. Meaning, however the king is, it's ruling. His ways, he's going to influence his ways upon the people because he has the power over the masses, minds, and ways of living and thinking and carrying this stuff. Prime example, this paper money. Jake gets a whole stack of money, paper money, and he thinks that's real money. Why? Because the masses have control over what the people believe is and isn't. If this was a God-fearing nation and we had a God-fearing king ruler that was ruling over this place, he would change the masses of the people's minds toward righteous thinking, righteous way of living. He'll be dealing with real money, real balances, just weights, a just balance, which is real money. It will never have paper money. It just proves it right there. And then look at the back of that dollar bill. Yeah, that's just telling you who's rolling, man. It's not no fucking conspiracy theory. That's just a conspiracy fact at this point, bro. And at this point, you just stupid ass people should know it. You have no excuses. Epstein files was a big power move the Lord really made through the Spirit. So now you people ain't got no excuses. Now you know your rulers are pedophiles, and that was a big deal. That was on the news. That was on your CNN, the CBS News, all that shit, bro. And I believe personally, the Lord really did that to wake up more of his elect, in case there's still some of the elect out there walking blindly still out here. Because I remember back in the day, there wasn't no Epstein files. That shit was still like hidden. That shit was still like this is just back early 2018, 2019. If Epstein files came out 2018, 2019, bro, Yeah, I would have woken up to the truth sooner. This is Proverbs 16 and 30. Whoever winks with their eye is plotting at perversity. Whoever purses their lips is bent on evil. 31. Gray hair is a crown of splendor. It is attained in the way of righteousness, in wisdom. 32. Better a patient person than a warrior, one with self-control than one who takes a city. And that patient and person is the wise, with wisdom. Having patience, I'm just going to say, a fool lashes out his anger, his emotions, but a wise man holds himself. A fool is going to be emotional, reactive. A fool is going to react stupid because of his emotions. A wise man's going to be calm, collected, easy breezy. 33. The lot is cast into, and then that wise and patient person is going to be the elect. We're not here worried about. We don't got to worry about keeping our kingdom. These Amalekites and these elites, hey, they know what we speak is the truth. They know what we speaking is the fact. Name an account of you fake ass Christians being out there, and some elites coming up to you and talking about, oh, we spend millions to hide this truth from y'all. That never happened. You can't name one account of that happening to a sect of these Christians out there preaching in the highways and byways. But you have accounts of Gabar saying that this group of these elites came out of the limo talking about we spent millions to hide this truth from y'all. How do you find this? Yeah, and guess what, buddy? Motherfucker, we found this by the angels and the Holy Spirit, Yahweh Bash Mashatra, spirit and power of him. The name was revealed to our elder Abba Bivens. An angel came to him one day, and when he was in the kitchen and revealed to him the name, broke it down onto him how to say it, and the Paleo Hebrew and everything. That's how we got the name. Even though there's already archaeological evidence, like the Mesha Stela, that shows you the Hebrew name, that links all the way back to, what is it, like around dates already back to around 2000 BCE. $2,500. Nah, 3,000 years back, which mentions the king, and which mentions a king, a Moabite king. In 2 Samuel, around the first to third chapter, mentions Mesha, king of Moab. That's what that name comes from. The Mesha Stela. That was his stele. And it fits right in line with what happened in that time. A certain queen of Israel, it mentions the house of David. It has the name of Yahweh in the Paleo Hebrew, which we have the name of it in the Paleo Hebrew. And many other stone tablets that prove it. There's other stone tablets that prove it. Verse 33, the lot is cast into the lap, but its every decision is from the Lord Yahweh. Yeah, and it's like right now we're casting a lot spiritually between us, the house of David, and the house of Esau, house of Amalek. The lot is cast into the lap, but its every decision is from the Lord. And particularly with this lot, we're saying who's going to win this kingdom, who's going to get the kingdom. If it lands on this, it's going to be us. If it lands on that, it's going to be you, Esau. So we're spiritually casting a lot. The provided text consists of verses, the book of Proverbs, specifically chapter 16, verse 27 through 33. That's what we just read right here. Offering wisdom on wicked actions, plotting evil, stirring conflict, violence, scheming, and virtuous qualities, righteous gray hair, patience, self-control. Yeah, and Esau doesn't have this self-control. He's gonna roll it down on us with violence. But see, that's what's gonna piss the Lord off and make the Lord stir some things up, like a beast, like a lion. On Esau's ass, the Lord's gonna checkmate this nigga, man. Concluding with sovereignty of God over chance. The lot, which is the lot is chosen by the Lord. Concluding with sovereignty of God, Yahweh, the power over chance. Yeah, and it's not up to chance. Esau, Amalek is not up to your strength. It's up to the Lord. It says in Ecclesiastes, that the victory ain't to the strong. The food ain't given to the intelligent. And the race ain't won by the swift. Ecclesiastes 9 and 11. And the GNC, I realized another thing, that in this world, fast runners do not always win the races, and the brave do not always win the battles. The wise do not always earn a living. Intelligent people do not always get rich. And capable people do not always rise to high positions. But luck happens to everyone. That one's kind of off. I gotta get this is the KJV. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill. But time and chance happeneth to them all. Yeah, it's about time and chance. Once again, it's the lot, casting the lot, flipping the coin, taking the straws, picking out a straw. Everyone get a straw. Let's see whose turn it is. That's of the Lord. That's a lot is of the Lord. I like the NIB more. This is the NIB. I haven't seen something else under the sun. The race is not to the swift, or the battle to the strong, nor does food come to the wise, or wealth to the brilliant, or favor to the learned. But time and chance happeneth to them all. Yeah, so concluding with the sovereignty of God over chance. The lot. These verses contrast destructive behaviors and their consequences. Yeah, we discussed the consequences of Amalek's actions. Amalek is going to be an example, the main top example of the result of disobedience, consequences you get for turning from the Lord. And 2/3 are going to have to be see that side of it. These verses contrast destructive behaviors and their consequences with rewards of a righteous life. We've discussed the righteous life. What's going to come? The kingdom, the righteous life. The kingdom that's going to happen. The wives and the reward is going to happen. Seeing the downfall, the destruction of evil. And the reward for seeking righteousness, good behavior. Being good in the eyes of Yahweh, the power of Yahweh, and the Son Yahweh Shai is coming. Highlighting themes of speech, human character, and divine providence. In essence, Proverbs 16:27-33 warns against evil words and deeds. praises righteous behavior and reminds readers that God oversees all things, even seemingly random events, according to the Bible. With that, that's the point. Lord willing, this is edifying. See y'all in the next lesson, Lord will. Shalom and a border ball.